Mary Jane Watson, Associate Editor. Begin research notes. My sources are saying the Maggia is mounting a comeback. The old crime families were all but wiped out, until Fisk went away and they started filling the void. The old Dons were working harmoniously for years, but now that there's a power vacuum, there's bound to be a power struggle. It's only a matter of time before one of the families makes a move on the others. Better follow up with my sources in the Force. Hopefully we can stop this crime comeback before it even starts.
Why is it that in every, detective movie or anything they ever make, when they're showing the board with all of the mysteries and all that fun stuff, there's always a lamp that's shaking? Why can't they buy an actual lamp that doesn't actually shake? It really bothers me.
Hey Pete, I'm working on a story you might be interested in.
The Oscorp expose?
New one. It's about the Maggia crime families.
The mob? I thought they went out with swing dancing. Both times.
They were in decline, but with Fisk and the demons gone, La Cosa Nostra is making a comeback.
I love it when you talk dirty.
Easy, Tiger. So you know the feds raided the Maggia last month?
Sure.
Well, one of the Dons had this lost masterpiece painting called the Maria, and now they're displaying it over at Manhattan Mocha.
And?
And I have a source who says one of the families is planning to steal it back. Tonight.
Sounds like there's more to it than just art appreciation. I'll swing by the museum.
And with that, hey everybody, welcome back to more Spider-Man, or Marvel Spider-Man to be exact. This is the first DLC that we'll be covering. It is known as The Heist. It's part of a 3-part DLC known as The City That Never Sleeps, and obviously we're talking about it, and we'll be talking about it more after this cutscene.
MJ, looks like your source was right. There's a small army of goons trying to break in. Stay on the line while I take a closer look.
Just be careful. If those guys are Maggia, they play for keeps.
Hurry up, come on. Boss wants that painting. We should have been in and out by now.
You want to try? Be my guest.
Sheesh. Some people do anything to avoid paying full price admission.
As I was bringing up, this is a part of a 3-part DLC, and it is The Heist. This has definitely, I will talk about this more as we go throughout the DLCs, but I do and don't like these DLCs at the exact same time, which doesn't make sense, I know, but if I can explain throughout the throughout the playthrough of the DLCs, I was kind of looking for words there. These DLCs are fun, but at the same time, they have an issue I kind of had with the late game, where they just kind of throw enemies at you, and it just gets kind of a little too much at points. Not too difficult, but it's more like... We'll see more at the end of this DLC, to be exact, but there's certain enemies that make me not like these DLCs, and also, I feel like these DLCs have a lot of, let's kill time parts, I guess. We'll see more throughout the later ones, particularly the second one.
I know some of these guys. That's Federico Fratelli and Sal Petrillo.
Those guys are part of Hammerhead's crime family, right? Why would he want the Maria? Doesn't seem like his thing.
I'm gonna look around. Make sure no one got in a different way. I'll let you know if I find anything.
And we haven't really brought up yet, but the suit Spider-Man is wearing currently, this is the Future Foundation suit. This is actually maybe my favorite Spider-Man suit ever. I love the white and black a lot. And, oh, it's so cool looking. I just love it a lot.
MJ, someone cut a hole in a skylight. I'm gonna check it out.
So while Hammerhead's guys were trying to break in the front, someone else slipped in through the roof?
Looks that way. No sign of anyone. At all. Shouldn't there be guards here at night?
Yeah, maybe check the security booth near the entrance. There should be cameras there too. They would have seen whoever broke in.
This is kind of a weird thing, and I know she's kind of been doing it before now, but, like, MJ kind of has, like, an Oracle role in this DLC. Like, she kind of does it in the main game, but in this DLC a lot, she's really very Oracle-ish.
The security booth's secure. Need a palm print to get in.
Any clue about what happened to the guards will be inside. Is there a way to override the lock?
Not without a guard's hand.
Actually, their handprint. If you can't find the guards, maybe you can lift prints from the things they touched.
Oh, yeah, good idea.
Always happy to lend a hand.
Why? Why when I hear that does it make me think of Abducted in Plain Sight and the weird dad who assisted that one dude with some hand relief, but diving back into this, well, kind of what we're doing right now, really we're just, as they brought up, we're going to different devices or anything we can find that has the handprint of a security guard, so we're going to use it to scan. I actually kind of think this is kind of cool. I don't think this would work in real life. Obviously, this is a video game, but I would be interested to see if someone can actually pull this off in real life. I don't know how I don't really know how handprints work. I didn't go to school for that, so yeah. But diving back into this suit, as I mentioned before, this is the Future Foundation suit. So, this is a free suit that was gifted an update for the game, along with some other suits that I will be showing. Like I said, this is quite possibly one of my favorite, if not my favorite Spider-Man suit. I really love the white and black combo. It just looks really cool. It really reminds me of Moon Knight. I think it's because of all the white is really what it is, but for some reason it gives me Moon Knight vibes. But diving more, like I said, into it, this suit is made its debut in the Future Foundation Issue 1, as Spider-Man joined the Fantastic Four in their new group known as the Future Foundation. This group was made after the death of Johnny Storm. I say death in quotation marks because no one dies in comic books except for Uncle Ben and Bruce Wayne's parents. To be fair, there is I think it's an episode of Batman the Animated Series, or it's either a comic. I remember hearing this, where there's like an episode or issue where Bruce Wayne's dad is actually Batman, which is interesting, I guess. But, yeah. This suit actually has a stealth mode, and I think this is really cool because, I mean, the other members of the Future Foundation also have this, but when Spider-Man's suit does it, it turns black, and it looks more akin to, like, the symbiote suit in its design, which I really like a lot. And also, this is really weird, but I think it's cool when I read this. This suit can't get dirty due to all the unstable molecules it has, so basically dirt gets on it, it just kills it. And I really love that a lot, and it's really neat. I don't know. I would love it if all my clothes had that, where I just didn't have to wash them. It's just like, dirt on it, boom, it explodes. It'd be incredible. So, yeah. Like I said, really big fan of the suits. One of my favorite suits, probably ever, in any Spider-Man thing I've seen. Obviously, the symbiote suit is up there, because I think everyone and their mom loves the symbiote suit. It's just incredible, so, yeah. Interesting thing I will mention about these DLC suits, particularly like the free update suits, you do not get a suit power-up with them, as far as I know, unless there's one I'm missing. But I do know with this suit in particular, there is no suit power-up, so yeah.
What do you see?
They're alive. Looks like they were tranquilized. No signs of a struggle. Definitely not Hammerhead style.
So if not Hammerhead, who? Is there a camera feed?
Let me check.
So, you're just gonna stand there, huh? Look at the camera. Looking nice. In your white suit. Yeah. There we go.
Someone switched off camera 5.
Well, that's suspicious.
Let me turn it back on and see what they didn't want anyone looking at. It's pointing at one of the paintings in the exhibit.
That has to be the Maria.
And no one's stolen it yet. I need to see this up close, figure out what's so special about it.
The Maria is a brilliant example of modern pastoral impressionism. The saga of its repeated theft and recovery are almost as intriguing as the artwork itself.
Looks like a pretty normal painting to me.
It is. There's way more valuable stuff in that museum. So why is the Maggia so worked up about this painting?
Hang on, MJ. Someone's coming.
Keep an eye out. Spider-Man could still be here.
Oh, damn it. Got it locked behind security glass. Hey, tell Frank we're gonna need to break out the big guns.
MJ, Hammerhead's guys called in reinforcements. They haven't spotted me yet.
Good. Try to keep it that way.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that. We're about to go balls to the walls crazy. So, As you've probably noticed by now, we've had the mention of Hammerhead. I'm not going to cover him yet. I'm actually going to save him until we actually see Hammerhead for the first time, for reasons you'll understand later. But, yeah, we're dealing with Mafia goons here, so this is a little bit different compared to fighting demons and any other thing, Silver Sable goons, I don't know. I'm actually kind of... I'm glad and I'm not glad, because this DLC is post-main game, so if you don't know anything about the main game, you're going to get spoiled on stuff. So, stuff like Miles being Spider-Man, kind of. We'll get more on that, and obviously, Aunt May is dead, and makes me sad just thinking about it again. God, I love this game a lot, I really do, but that ending is just so sad. Like, I think Peter watching Aunt May die is really what gets me more than Aunt May dying. Like, actually didn't... When playing the game for the first time, I actually didn't see Aunt May dying coming. I don't think many people did. Well, until, like, she starts coughing off blood. That's my main thing. But I actually didn't think they would kill off Aunt May. I don't know. I figured that would be something that gets saved for a later game, but I don't know. I have some theories that I will discuss throughout the DLCs for what I think is going to happen in the sequel involving some of the characters, but we'll see then.
Here any minute.
The hell with this. Grab what you can and run.
Great. Now they're looting the other art. Gotta stop them before they make it out.
So what you're going to be doing here, this section actually can be kind of difficult, because I'll just say this here, the DLC is more difficult than the actual main game. Like, I actually consider some of the DLC parts harder than the final areas of the main game. Like, this is actually one of them. That might be considered weird, but what you're going to be doing here is you have to fight these guys who are trying to steal all of the art. They'll have the little emblems over their head like you see there. What makes this part difficult is you have these big goons who can just run over there and take stuff, and then he runs like a football player, you know, scoring a touchdown. He gets to the vase and just throws it and starts dancing, you know. But, yeah, that can be annoying. I've had times where I'm doing incredibly well, and a guy will just sneak his way down there and I won't notice. And that's partly on my part, I will fully admit, but there's times where you get way too many enemies coming at you at once, I find, that makes it difficult. And I also just suck. I can't imagine doing this section on the hardest difficulty. I think it'd be insane. Like, I'm playing on normal mode, because that's what I just do for LPs. It's a lot easier for me to do it. But, yikes, this mode could be annoying. Or this DLC, certain points of it can be very annoying. Especially the tail end of this DLC, the Heist in particular, can be annoying, the final part. But yeah, I don't consider myself great at this game, but I consider myself pretty decent, so I definitely have trouble at certain parts, I will say. But my main strategy, as you can probably tell here, is to just get by the entrance and just wait for them to come by and then attack. I just find it to be the best strategy. I feel like if you try to run all over the museum and hunt them down, you're running a very big risk of just something happening where they escape or God knows what. As you may have saw there, I've been putting like the little spider mines there. Put them by the steps, and then usually people will run down there and get stuck in them. It'll save you a lot of time and a headache. I'm just being honest. This part's not, like I said, it's one of the more difficult parts of the game, I find, but it's probably just me being me. I'm sure there's people who can just run through this part no problems, but yeah. I do think the Future Foundation suit looks really cool in certain areas. Like, especially in the city, it looks really neat. That guy was just sitting there for some random reason. I don't know, maybe he was trying to hide from Spider-Man. Like, maybe if I hide behind this wall, he won't find me. Who knows?
Peter, you there? You okay?
Yeah, I think I got them all. A lot of art to put back, though.
What about the Maria? This could have all been a distraction.
My thoughts exactly. I'll head back there. Hopefully the glass was thick enough.
The janitors for this place are going to be in a hell of a wake-up call tomorrow when they get to work.
Security wall's intact. And bulletproof. Nobody's getting near the Maria anytime soon.
Mission accomplished, then?
I hope so.
Yeah, I am gonna have to call you right back.
Why? What's going on?
You look good.
Been working out?
Oh, I mean, you know, a little.
So, you swinging solo now? Or back with your ex?
That's a lot of questions.
I'm just curious.
Yeah, I hear that's bad for cats.
How about you tell me why you're really here?
I was just waiting for the right moment. Look behind you.
Rockets? Who brings rockets to a museum?
Have you not met Hammerhead?
I mean, I feel like you can bring rockets to the Rocket Museum? That was a really bad joke. But, yeah, so this just got mildly inconvenient. Black Cat's here, and we have more Hammerhead thugs. Hammerhead doesn't mess around. Museum or not, the man is definitely like, just go in there and get my stuff. He really needs to learn museum rules. Be quiet, don't touch the art. It's quite simple, really. So, I haven't really... Well, technically I did kind of talk about her when we did the main game, but this is the first time we are really seeing Black Cat. So, I actually just wanted to go ahead and kind of recover her again to, I guess, refresh, because she's an important part of this DLC, as you can probably guess. So, Black Cat, also known as Felicia Hardy. Black Cat is a former love interest and ally of Spider-Man. She's a thief who, obviously, we've seen in the main game. Her first appearance was in The Amazing Spider-Man issue 194. Seeing as she's more focused on the DLC, I just kind of wanted to talk about it a little bit more. You know, we can kind of get more hindsight. That's fine now that we're looking for, but, you know, refresh. That's the word I used earlier on the character, as we'll be seeing more of her in this DLC. So she's portrayed, and by that I mean voice and facial motions, by Erica Lineback, who I love. Erica Lineback is she's just a really good voice actor, and she does a really good job. Not just in this game alone, but I haven't seen an actual role of hers that is bad. She's just really good. So some examples of her, of her work, I mean. She's known for Futaba in Persona 5, Cassie Cage in Mortal Kombat 11. She's the current voice actor for Blaze the Cat in the Sonic series, and Kaori in Your Lie in April, which is a very good and sad anime. That's actually where I first got introduced to Erica Lineback. I just really like her work. I don't know what it is. Something about her voice, I don't know. It works. That sounds really creepy, but still. She does a really good job as Black Cat in this DLC, I have to say. Honestly, I kind of brought it up in the main game, but I don't think there's, like, any bad voice acting in this game. Like, we never get a moment, like, in Spider-Man, it's either the first movie game or the second one, where it's, like, Tobey Maguire. I actually think it's the first game. And he's like, I gotta get to Dr. Connor's class, and it's really bad. Like, I love Tobey Maguire, but his voice acting in those movie games is not good. None of the acting in the movie games is that good, I don't think. Well, the first one in particular. I love, like, I've played bits and pieces of the first movie game, and it's fun, but man, 2 it just knocks that thing out of the water. I don't know. One day I would love to cover the Spider-Man 2 movie game, but one day, you know. That guy is just stuck. Like I said, I feel bad for the janitor who has to come in the morning and clean this up. It's really gonna suck. Not paid enough for that job.
I like your new tricks.
And I'm tired of your old ones. Weren't you gonna stop stealing art?
Who said I'm here for the art?
What are you doing?
Think you have lives to save.
Not again.
Hey! Help!
What the? Where'd she go?
Peter, is everything okay?
Sorry, MJ, I just ran into an old friend.
Who?
Trouble.